back with another SimCity Build video. This is going to be a live stream. I'm trying to explain to you guys kind of what happened yesterday. So I'm not sure 100% what all went on with this application that I use to stream live to YouTube. But until we hit 1,000 subscribers, we're going to have to deal with this third-party app, which is a pain in the ass. So I went ahead yesterday and hang on just a second here. I went ahead and did the, there we go. Got to get that taken care of. So I went ahead and did the stream, and I just recorded it the old-fashioned way. I didn't do it live. And so I'm trying to get that uploaded, but that's not going to be able to be uploaded until I'm at home with some Wi-Fi. And so I will have the Season 12 pass along with all of the older buildings that I was kind of showing you guys yesterday. I'm going to have that out today for sure. It's already been recorded. I just have to get it uploaded. So for those of you who have not seen the live stream, if you click on my channel and you click on any playlist really, if you scroll to the bottom, there should be one that's labeled Season 12 Leaked. If you click that live stream and you look at the bar, it should be pulled all the way to the right. If you go ahead and scroll that all the way to the left, you can watch that live stream until it cuts off. Now, I did go ahead and redo that so that you guys can watch it with, better content. So I just can't have it. I can't upload it for another couple of hours, but it will be available for you guys today, along with the Missy's Building Guide, which is kind of what I want to talk to you guys about this morning. So there's been a lot of question on how the current changes to SimCity are going to affect the Missy's Building Guide. And even though it does affect it, honestly, it's still, it really just opened up options. It didn't really change anything so drastically. It more or less just opened up a few more options for you guys. Now, what that means is, for those of you who have been following the Missy's Building Guide, hey, what's up, Darius? A lot of you guys have been questioning, like how long you should camp, right? You guys, I'm trying to look at this side pass here. I haven't seen this just yet. Oh, lovely. So this is one where it says earn event points to advance in tiers and unlock amazing rewards. You can earn by completing the... okay, cool. So this one you can earn by doing the Contest to Mayor's assignments. And let's kind of see what's in here. You got the Santa Beach Party. You got the Holiday Market and the one really stupid building. So is it beneficial to go ahead and do the pass? Yes. So for those of you who are in the lower leagues, okay, you guys, I just want to make this very clear. If anybody here is confused, you are seeing the Contest to Mayors at level 11 now. Yes, they changed it. So any of my previous videos where you hear me talking about how you don't unlock the pass until level 17, that is old content, okay? There has been changes made where now you unlock the Contest to Mayors at level 11. How does that change the Missy's Building Guide? We're going to talk about that, okay? So for those of you who are following the Missy's Building Guide, a lot of you are aware that a lot of the reason why you guys went from level 11 or 10 or whatever up to level 18 was for a number of reasons. It was for the Contest of Mayors, it was for the group feature and the group rewards, the war feature. However, you guys can earn rewards on the VU pass by launching on the monster, right? And so why is that important on the Missy's Building Guide? It's important because when you get to the Mega League, you need to be able to do those Contest of Mayors. Sorry, hold on just a second. I'm kind of lost in thought process here. You need to be able to do those assignments in the Contest of Mayors where you can earn 3,000 points to upgrade your war cards. You need to be able to launch attacks. You know, like for example, the assignment that you see on my screen is for 3,000 points. And I'm full. What the hell? How am I full? Okay. So, launch your war items and you just choose to sell them. You can do that, but if it were me, I would launch them because of the added benefit that you get from the cards. Now, here's the thing, okay? Even if you don't want to be a war player, you still need to launch your war attacks so that you can earn the stuff on this pass. Now, you don't have to pay for the pass. You just want to earn, you want to be able to earn all this stuff so that when you get to the Mega League, you have a ton of cards stacked up. Okay, that's the whole goal here. So, CPT, for example, one of his Contest of Mayors, he had like 15. He ended up in a loop where he was doing a launch 3 VU with a upgrade war card. And so I shared a bunch of jackpots with him. And so you guys save all of your war simoleons and use them for the jackpots only. Maybe buy an energy boost here and there. Now, that is something that you guys are definitely... why is my energy out? What in the hell is going on? Energy full. What? Am I missing something here? Did they give us their... Oh, I see what they're doing. Okay. All right. Oh, boy. So. Let's do this. Let me see how many actually went through here. Okay. So, I do not have the monster here. Now, what I wanted to kind of tell you guys was that the monster's the energy that you use against the monster is separate than the energy that you use in war, right? And so anytime that you get hit in war, what you should be doing is repairing the damage because it's cheap to repair it, get those war items, and launch them so that you can unlock that VU pass and stack up all those rewards so that you can have a ton of stuff to bank on when you hit when you get into Mega. Now, as a higher level player, it's going to be more difficult for you to complete these war deliveries without going broke. As a lower level player, you guys can donate like 500 coins in stuff and get 1,000 or more war item in return. Whereas somebody like me, if you look real close, this is not cheap for me to do these. So definitely use your deliveries as sparingly as you have to, I guess, and try to get in against clubs that are actually going to attack you back. Now, as we were talking about the Missy's Building Guide and how it changes, you have a couple options. You can either choose, and here's the thing. When you choose to remain a lower level and camp for storage, you have to be funding that somewhere. So if you have another city that you're kind of feeding coins into this city, then that's fine if you want to camp longer, right? But if you do not, and you're doing it with one city, you may want to go up to level 18 so that you unlock donuts so that you can provide yourself with a consistent income of $30,400 every 24 hours. And that's what you can expect to make by producing donuts full time. Now, it's really important that if you want to be successful at this game at any point in the game, especially on the Missy's Building Guide, that you play strategically, okay? You can't just play like you got no sense about you, right? You got to put your shops in order. You got to be on time with your assignments. You want to strategically plan everything. And the worst thing that you can do is either level up too quickly or not quick enough. And the reason for that is because you're wasting valuable time, right? So what it comes down to is people camp a really long time, right? And then what happens is they end up in a situation where it's like, okay, I've spent 3 months, working on this and I have these things accomplished. Then you have somebody like CPT or Yoda or whatever, and they're like, yeah, I have 3 months into it, but I have 97 more things accomplished because I didn't camp too long, right? Or because they multitasked and they worked on multiple things at a time. Whereas somebody else is just sitting there at level 10 not doing jack shit, right? They're just sitting there hunting storage, and that's all they care about is storage. Yes, storage should be number one priority, but there are plenty of other aspects of the game that are equally as important, especially very early on, okay? So should you or should you not camp now that you have the option to do the contest of mayors at level 11? If it were me, I would still be going up to level 18 for the group feature, for the aspect that you can make donuts, for the fact that you can participate in war, and the fact that you still really, honestly, even though you have less items unlocked, you really don't have, like when you click on the global market, you guys notice that a lot of times when you click on it, there's only a couple squares actually visible to you. So you have to cancel out, like when you're looking at algorithm, you have to take that into consideration as well, you know? And so that, surprisingly enough, if you get into a good enough group that does war, that's 6 silver tokens a week that you're not getting by remaining a level 11. That's also, whatever chest your group hits, that's the cash and the rewards from the group chests that you're not getting. And so you are definitely missing out on quite a bit by remaining below level 18. Now, it's totally up to you how long you want to camp for. It's just keep that in mind when you do that. So I'm going to put all of this stuff in the written guide when I put it out. And give me just a second here, you guys. I'm trying to see if I can... Give me a second. I'll catch up on your guys' questions here. There's also a question of, which items to produce in the Santa shop. Do not go crazy and unlock a ton of the Santa shop slots because it's only going to be here for 21 days. And also because... I'm going to show you guys something here. You guys should be prepping a lot of paint and spatulas for that shop. That one is definitely going to need that. So, let's see here. All right, let me catch up on your guys' comments here. Okay. What happened before 9 hours? What do you mean, club chat? Okay. 9 hours. Are you on my Facebook? I'm not sure what I'm looking for here. Some of this stuff may not load for me since I haven't been on the game. So if it's something that you have screenshotted, or if you have me on Facebook, go ahead and send it to my messenger. Because I'm not sure what I'm looking for here. Okay, give me a second. Wake up at 5 a.m. Yeah, I woke up at 4:45 this morning. Couldn't sleep. I slept all day yesterday, though. So, all right. So yesterday, if you look at my neo-simoleons, you'll see that they are pretty low because I went and purchased the resources on my other map. Let's see. All right. I'm going to put a few things down here, and then we're going to go back over to the Frosty map. what was I working on? I was working on a assignment here for, I'm in Metro, so you guys know I don't play COM competitively on this city for good reason. Let's see, I need 2 gas cans or one binocular. I think there's one in my store, isn't there? There was. Okay. Get that assignment done real quick. So yeah, for those of you who actually want to earn that side pass, make sure that you guys use your do your assignments correctly. Otherwise, you will end up having to pay for the rest of the pass, or not doing it very well. So like some of these are worth less points than others. Like, okay, this epic ones were 2,400. Let's see, 15. 6 burgers. Okay, so normally, I wouldn't be doing several of these tasks if I was in, let's say, Mega. But since I'm not in Mega, and since I'm not playing competitively, I can do them. So I'm just going to focus on the ones that are worth 20 pink points. It's about all I really care about. Okay. And if anybody has any questions, you guys can always ask them. I'll do the best I can to answer them all. Like I said, I will have that video uploaded on the Season 12 pass buildings here in a couple hours. I've already recorded it. I just have to upload it. And that damn tablet is so flippin' slow. Okay. So we got that done. What do we got? We got the seeds making. This one will be an easy one to complete. Okay. So anybody here who is in the lower leagues, this seems to be a major issue for a lot of people, and that is stop worrying about what is the correct choice. You're in the lower leagues. They do not matter. Do quick, fast, easy points. Do not spend cash. Do not burn through all your VU. Do not do epic projects in the lower leagues. Just all that kind of stuff, you guys. You want to you don't want to put out a bunch of cash and stuff on the lower leagues. There's no point. You can win those with your eyes closed. You don't even have to try to win those ones. And honestly, the prize is not worth dumping 300 cash into it, okay? So until you hit Metro and Mega, you're not even going to be taking it that seriously. Now, yes, it's good to practice to see, what you would choose if you were in Mega, but essentially, you're really not going to be worried about it. Yes, I want sugar. Let's see, what else? Give me a second. I'm trying to make some space here. I've had so many messages from people on Facebook asking me, what's the correct choice? And then I look and they're in like City League or whatever. It's like, wait, what? Why are you spending cash in the City League? Don't do it. Okay. Let me get some of this stuff for sale so I can get this stuff completed here. Now, we are prepping for that time to epic. As soon as I get that last limestone thing unlocked, I have to get the storage, which I'm pretty close to, actually. So, let's see here. Let me get some of this stuff up, and then I'll come grab that sugar. Where's the thing I just had? Oh, it's up here. Okay. I had a funny story for you guys, and I'm so pissed I can't remember what it was about. All right, Shang, I'm on my way to your city here. I always try to grab the gift boxes after I purchase everything. All right, thank you. I see you've been designing a little bit. And you were able to get your Christmas stuff you were whining about. That's good. All right. Let me check the comments section here. I didn't want the hammers and nails any damn way. What do you mean by disappear? Is it not in your storage? So when you purchased the Christmas stuff, I have had items disappear, yes. But you're sure it's not in your storage. Double check there, just to make sure. But yes, I have had stuff completely fall off the face of the map. Yeah, I try to keep it that way. Can't stand when the club goes dead. It drives me nuts. It's really important that people not take it personally when they're removed, which they do, but whatever, they'll get over it. You know, it's unfortunate, but if I don't know who you are and you're not active in chat and I ask about you and nobody knows who you are and nobody's seen you, then you're just going to have to try to rejoin. Okay, let's see. I can't stand it when people are like, you know what, I have to go to work and I have to sleep and I have to raise 6 kids and I have to da-da-da. It's like, so you're never going to be on the game? I see you once every 2 weeks and they're like, I have a life. It's like, yeah, duh. We all have lives. But you can't expect to be in here taking up room. You know, come back when you got time. Fuck. It doesn't, everybody gets it until they want something. Until they open up the game, they go to the chat, and they ask for help, and there's nobody for days. And then they're like, oh, all of a sudden, it's like they're bitching. It's like, gee, you wonder why that is. You wonder why I boot inactive people. So that when you want something, that there is somebody there to help you. Doesn't do any good if everybody's sleeping and working. Okay. Which, like I said, if everybody does and contributes just the littlest bit, it makes all the difference. It makes up for the little bit of inactivity when when you are sleeping and working. Because somebody else is on. Jesus criminy. I can't click the group chat when I click that. Shut up. Low. Oh, God. I have never kicked... Wait, no, that's not true. I have kicked all players. A couple times, actually. But, to be fair, they were all dead anyway. And you know what's funny? A lot of them, they weren't there during roll call. They weren't speaking a word. And the moment they get removed, they're like, back in 20 minutes. Why did you boot me? Look up in the chat, asshole. I've been working. Mm-hmm. Now how come you're back here in 20 minutes after being booted like clockwork? I just opened the game. One guy told me, he says, I'm quarantined for COVID. And I'm like, so you have nothing but time because you're sitting inside and you're on here the moment I boot you. So what the hell? You don't get notified when you're removed from a group. Not like when your game is closed, I mean. When you're on the game, you get notified. So you're on the game. And you can't join back in for about 15, 20 minutes. So I know he's on. It happens every time, like clockwork. You get lurkers. People that like to be nosy but don't like to contribute. People that only talk when they want something. Geez, there's a lot of people like that in this world, isn't there? Fucking assholes. Anybody here who's under the age of 18, I cuss a lot, so you should probably leave. Because anybody starts bitching about my bad words, and I swear to God, you're going to hear words you didn't know existed. Gonna hear it. Can't believe I had this one kid I was playing Realm with. I didn't even know he was a kid, honestly. But he didn't have his mic on at all at first. And I'm over here just cussing this fool out because I'm thinking he's just a bot or something. And all of a sudden his mic kicks on. He's like, can you stop saying bad words? And I'm like, now you're going to talk? You drop on the other side of the map. You play like an asshole. And I assume that you're a bot. And now you're going to talk to tell me not to say bad words. Like, really? What kind of 8-year-old should have a mic anyways? Like, what the hell is wrong with these parents? I'm serious. Like, what the hell? It's just a gateway for predators anyways. Like, what the hell's wrong with these people? I'm going to give my 8-year-old kid a mic and send him on his merry way into the world with the freaks. Okay, what am I doing besides ranting? What was I doing over here? Oh, yeah. I remember now. I was supposed to be selling coins. Oh, I'm damn close. Let's see. Let's do that. That'll get me 40 more. I need a gingerbread man. Anybody got one? That's on my friends list. We are really close to that stupid storage unit. And then I can prep for that epic. We're going to try to beat that 14 minutes. You will quit SimCity for 10 years. What? Hey, shut up, Lo. That was you, right? Yeah, shut up. Shut the hell up. And yes, I do something besides rant. I bitch. There's a difference. Ranting is like the clean version of bitching. Right? And I build cities. Haha. I can multitask. Let's see. Garbage. Did I start a token on those donuts? I don't think I did. Maybe I did. Can't remember. I haven't seen like hardly any sugar on Global the last couple days. It's ridiculous. Okay. Awesome. Thank you. What the hell? Oh my God, come on. So, like, a lot of you guys know I run a crime page for the city of Marysville. We've had all these, like, crazy... What the hell are those? Oh, that's your waterfall. It's like, what the fuck? Had all these people going missing and shit. So the other day I'm parked at it was about, I don't know, 2 months ago maybe. I was parked doing a video, and I'm parked at the grocery store, and I see this girl. And now, granted, meth heads act weird, right? Okay, they're tweakers. They do some weird shit. Okay, I've seen some crazy shit in my time. But never in my life have I seen somebody act like this. Or at least not a long time. And so I'm sitting there watching this girl. I need 2 more gingerbread if you got them. And I'm sitting there rolling around and dancing and doing her thing. I'm like, what in the fuck? And it's like 7 a.m. Okay. And so all of a sudden she's smoking and singing and twirling. And there's this ginormous puddle right there in the middle of the parking lot. All of a sudden, she just flops down like a fish out of water. And she's kicking and twirling on the ground and doing some, like, wannabe break dance or some shit. And I'm like, dude, this fucking bitch is off a rocker. You know what I'm saying? So I'm just kind of recording and watching this girl. And all of a sudden, you know, the train. You've heard the train in my videos many times. And she just starts running full speed at this train. And I'm thinking, oh, great, I'm going to see her splattered all over the fucking road, you know? Like, this bitch has completely lost it. And so I kind of pull my car forward, and she's running full speed, fucking turns around and runs full speed kind of like towards my direction, right? And there's this blue car that's parked at the very back of the parking lot. She opens the passenger's door of this car, gets down on the floorboard, and she's smoking on the floorboard like she's hiding from something. Now, at this point, I think this bitch is just completely crazy, right? And so I pull back into my space, and mind you, I'm on the other side of the parking lot. And she makes eye contact with me, and I'm like, oh God, here we go. And I had my window rolled down like, I don't know, like a couple inches, right? And oh my God, dude, this girl comes up. She got half her teeth have been busted out of her face, like she just got beat up. She's smoking, or she thinks she's smoking. She's smoking a cigarette, butt, okay, mind you, which was lit. And she's jumping around, and she's got these, this skirt on. Now that she's closer to me, I see how crazy she really is, right? And she starts talking about just all kinds of crazy stuff. And she reaches her hand in my window and throws her cigarette on me. Now I'm pissed off. And, now I'm like, bitch, you better get up out my bubble or I'm going to fuck you up, And so she's like, oh, I would never hurt you. I love you. And she's just freaking out. And I look down, and at this point, I'm calling the cops because this bitch needs some medical attention, okay? I look down, and I kid you not, this girl took a razor blade, like one of those, box cutters, and she wrote the word kill all over her fucking legs. She literally carved the word kill all over herself. Her chest had it, her legs had it, it was everywhere. And then she took a Sharpie and she wrote all over her arms the same thing. And I'm like, what the fuck, dude? This bitch needs some serious help, right? And so the cops get there, and they're just watching her, and she's freaking out, running up and down the road, and they let her go. And I'm like, you're going to let her go when she is clearly not mentally stable by any means necessary. She's going to get herself shot, okay? I carry 2 guns on me, and she's in here with her hand inside my car, throwing shit at me, looking like that, acting a fool. She's going to get shot, And so the cops follow her around for a little while longer. And one of my friends is actually a Marysville police officer. And he sends me a message talking about, the girl, my call that I had called in. And he's like, it was hilarious. He goes, what is a glass baby? And I'm like, what? A glass baby? And he goes, yeah, she kept saying it's all about that glass baby. And not the candle, like me and my coworkers can't figure it out. And I'm like, I'm laughing hysterically now. I'm like, no. It's not glass baby. It's all about that glass baby. Like the meth, you know what I'm saying? Like it's all about meth, dumbass. Like, it was fucking hilarious because he thought it was a glass baby. And I'm like, no, that's not what she's saying. She's saying it's all about that meth. And he's like, oh, that makes so much more sense. And I'm sitting here thinking, you got 5 cops, and they're in a squad car, and they're taking this girl into the jail, right? And he sends me the video of her in the back of the cop car, and she's kicking the fucking seat, and she's like, you guys are assholes, and my dad is going to get you, and he's part of the CIA, and it's all about that glass, baby. And fucking, dude, she needs to lay off the glass, I'm telling you what. So, anyways, fast forward a little bit, okay? About 2 weeks go by, and I see this girl that my mom used to know in high school, and she's a complete kook, okay? She's like the town freak, and she runs around like a mental case, and it's all from the drugs that she's done and shit. And, honestly, I would feel bad for her, but she's done some fucked up shit that she really deserves a bullet in her head for, honestly. Like, she is the most fucked up person on the planet. But anyways, the point is, after years and years of drug use, she's went completely crazy. And she started writing kill all over her body, too, with razor blades. And I'm like, what the fuck, dude? What is with all the tweakers out here writing the word kill on themselves? Now, I find out through the grapevine, and I told you about the guy that had approached me at the gas station. And he tells me that they're putting Raid, like bug spray, on all the dope out here. And I'm like, oh, that's lovely. That's real great. And it incapacitates the user to where they can't move physically, but they know what's going on mentally. And I'm like, well, that would probably explain why so many of them are writing the word kill on them. And I have counted 4 people around Marysville that have taken razor blades and cut that word all over their body. It's crazy. And so, yeah, don't do drugs. Drugs are bad, okay? Like, holy shit. I have seen some crazy shit, let me tell you. But they are really looking at getting shot acting like that. Yeah, yeah, I did tell you about that, huh, Shang? I told you about that guy that came up at the gas station. Oh my god, dude, that guy was a nut too. There's some cuckoo birds out here, let me tell you. I mean, seriously, I had a girl. I don't fuck around. You know what I mean? Like, you come up and you start acting like that, you're gonna get either hit or shot. Okay, and so I'm walking out of Walmart and I've got my two cousins with me and they're tiny. They're like 5 or 6 at the time. Now they're like 9. Anyways, this girl comes up and it was probably dead of winter. It was like 10 degrees outside. She's got no coat. She's wearing a mini skirt. She's running around acting like a freaking nightmare, like total kook. She comes up to my girls and she's like, I can't remember what she said exactly, but it was something along the lines of, "All little girls need protected." And she was like right up in I call them my kids' face. And I'm like, now I'm pissed off. Okay. So I tell the kids to get in the car. And she comes up to we're pulling out. And I'm like, you need to go, because I could tell she wasn't mentally stable. And we're pulling out of the Walmart. And she runs up to the side of the car. And I had the window up, you know. And she fucking slams right up against the window where my girl was sitting. So I get out of my car and I literally grab this bitch by her fucking jacket and I slam her so hard up against this person's car the alarm went off. And I'm like, you are about to get your ass beat, dude. Stay the hell away from my damn kids. You know what I mean? Like, she runs into the Walmart, right? Screaming and yelling, and goes like she's going to run up to this girl. She had 2 kids with her and she was pregnant. And it's like, oh my God, really, dude? Like, what kind of fucking nut job are you? You don't go up to a pregnant girl. So now I'm ready to kick her ass for that. So Walmart's like calling the cops. Cops come out. They pin her down. They arrest her. Oh, it was a lovely, lovely experience at Walmart. Don't go to Walmart. Walmart is full of Looney Tunes, let me tell you. I'm serious. Like, the shit that I've seen at Walmart. I have been attacked by more tweakers in the Walmart parking lot than I think are even on the planet. I'm serious. It's that ridiculous. For those of you who don't know, I'm from Marysville, Washington. You know, home of the serial killers. Got Ted Bundy and Gary Ridgway and all the other freaks out here. You know, I mean, yeah, there's bad people in every city. There's crime everywhere. And for some reason, it's never mattered, you know, what kind of car I've been in or what way I dress or whatever. Even if I don't talk to these people, they approach me. For some reason, people just, they approach me. I'm the type of person that walks into a store and the people ask me for, you know, hey, do you have a buck or do you have a cigarette or whatever? Where it's like, you know, somebody like my grandma or other people, they never get asked anything. It's like they've got this scowl on their face that has like tweaker repellent or something. But I always get asked for crazy shit or approached. Like, hey, you want to buy this sub? I just ripped it off. You want to come help me steal a car? Fuck. Got a cigarette butt? Okay, how much do we need now? Oh, I have enough. Where the hell did I get enough for? Dude, I've got all kinds of that shit. Them tasers are stupid as hell. You got to get the ones that the police have that actually stick in you. Because the other ones, they just tickle pretty much. It's enough to kind of get somebody to jump back a little bit. But the other thing that sucks about a taser is you have to be close to the person, right? So essentially, when you're in a life-threatening situation, you want to create distance. You don't really want to get close. I do carry a taser, though. It's a flashlight taser. My gun is definitely more effective, though, let me tell you. I'd rather not have to use it, by all means. 'Cause that's just another hell and a half to have to deal with all that bullshit. And honestly, you know, I'd rather not have to shoot somebody. I'd rather just beat their ass, if anything. Certainly a lot less of a court date, that's for sure. Okay, so we were able to get the storage unit. Awesome. So now I'm up to 800. Now I can prep for... I don't think I even have any temp storage. Yeah, so that's 800 just regular storage. Awesome. What were we doing? We were doing the simoleons assignment. But I've got so many stories like that, dude, where people are just crazy as fuck. Okay. Fucking nut jobs, man. We had the guy on Washington's Most Wanted that was living outside our house. That was fun to deal with. I didn't even... Yeah, the cops let him go, too. So, for those of you who didn't notice, you also get the pink points from doing house upgrades. So, for those of you who are either doing house upgrades or able to do them without, like, completely screwing yourself, you can get points that way. Okay. Oh, shit. I forgot I gotta get more sugar. Yuck. What was I doing? I had the 2 donuts. Alright. See if I can find some sugar. What the hell? I'm sick of seeing all these stupid windows and shit. Damn, this guy's got a lot of buildings. The hell? Tokyo, some epics. See, to me, that just looks like a bunch of clutter. A lot of money in roads, that's for sure. Okay. Dude, what? Are you guys having this big of a problem finding sugar? If anybody has any for sale, let me know. You know, that's actually on my friends list that I can get to. Alright, let me see. Check. Alright, I'm going to tell you guys the Washington's Most Wanted guy. Anybody here who has Facebook, look up Roy Morgan, Washington's Most Wanted. Dude's got a scorpion tattooed to his face. Okay? So, my fucking, my uncle, I live with my uncle, and he's got 4 kids, right? Well, he's like, I've heard something in the bushes. And I'm like, seriously? And we live, right along a freeway that has like some woods, that run in front of it, but they're not very thick woods. They're just a couple trees between, our road and the freeway. Now, normally you would not sleep along the freeway in this area because the only way to get to where we're at, it's like one big long dead end road. So normally when you're homeless, you would want something that is a little more secluded or accessible or whatever. This is not typically a place that you would want to be sleeping, right? So it was really odd to me in the first place that anybody would even be back there. Now, I've had my car broken into, I can't even count how many times. And so we're always pretty on top of it when we see, people that look suspicious kind of lurking around the area. Now, given that the girls are, 8 or 9 years old, they are pretty little in general, they're twins. And so he's like, I heard something break like a stick. And I'm like, okay. And he goes, and it was not an animal. And I'm like, all right. And so I'm standing in the doorway and I hear this snap. And I mean, this fucker was loud. It sounded like they broke down a damn tree. And I'm like, okay, yeah, that was not an animal. And so there's this barbed wire fence that kind of separates. There's the road, the barbed wire fence, and then this really wooded area and you kind of try to see in, but you can't, right? And I couldn't tell if anybody was back there yet. And so I'm like, what the fuck? And I'm looking at my uncle going, definitely somebody back there. And so I kind of yelled, like, I know you're in there, you know? And all of a sudden, dude, this fucking beam of light just beams right into my eyes. And I'm like, what the fuck? Like, I'm blinded. And you see this huge figure, like, I don't know, probably 300 pounds, dude. Dude was like 6 foot, okay? And you could see him exiting out the back. And the beam of light actually came in from, he was trying to exit out the back of the freeway, you know? And so now I'm pissed off. Like, my blood went from, like, I don't know, normal temperature to scalding, boiling hot. I was immediately pissed. And I look at my uncle and I'm like looking at this barbed wire fence, like thinking, how am I going to get over this motherfucker? And he's like, okay, let's call the cops. I'm like, like laughing. I didn't even own a gun at the time, actually. And I'm laughing. I'm like, you can call the cops. I'm going after this fucker. And so I get in my car and I'm going down the freeway, right? And I don't see him anywhere. And I'm like, there is no way in hell that this dude made it anywhere. There's no way. There's no possible way. Like, I was down there in the blink of an eye, right? And so I don't see this guy anywhere along the freeway. And so I pull my car over on the freeway, and now I'm standing along the freeway, and I've got my headphone in, and I call the girl that helps me run my crime page. And I tell her, I'm like, get this up on the crime page. I want to know who this son of a bitch is. And she's like, okay. And so she's like, do you want my help? I'm like, no, I got it. It's fine. And so now I'm screaming, trying to figure out where this dude's at. I'm like, come out, bitch. You know, I'm saying every profanity word you can think of. All of a sudden, he kind of pokes his head out the bushes, and I'm like, oh, you motherfucker. And he runs. He runs through the bushes. And I'm like, really? And I hate to run. I really hate running. Dude, it sucks big time. And so I'm chasing this guy through the bushes, and my uncle went over to the neighbor's house and got the neighbor and his wife. So they're all just standing there on the other side of this fence listening to me scream at the top of my lungs, right? And I'm like telling this dude, what the fuck do you think you're doing? You know, why are you watching my kids and all this shit? And because I go back there, and this dude had, and I'm not kidding you, I have pictures of it. He had put up the sticks that he was breaking. He had put up sticks that were kind of leaning over, and he had built a chair, okay? And he had a clear shot to the bus stop. That we have a bus stop outside our house for the kids to go to school. And I'm like, are you fucking serious? Like, what the hell, dude? Why would you need a chair that points straight at our house? And so when you look in the bushes, you see nothing, right? He has it set up to where you see nothing. And then he actually cut down trees in the back and made like a makeshift bedroom, right? And so now I'm screaming at this guy, like, what the fuck, dude? And he's like, oh no, I'm not a weirdo, I promise. And I'm like, he's like, I'm just homeless. And I said, dude, I've been homeless. I know what it's like to be fucking homeless, okay? You're not homeless sitting down here fucking in the bushes in this area. You're up to no good. You're full of shit. And he's got a scorpion, like I said, and you can look him up on Facebook. Roy Morgan. Type in Washington's Most Wanted, Roy Morgan. You'll see who I'm talking about. He's got a scorpion tattooed on his cheek, and it wraps around his eye. Total freak, right? And I'm like, dude, you're lurking around. That's just fucking weird, man. And I go back there, and he's got a chain wrapped around this tree. And he's got no dog, okay? No dog at all. But he's got this cable, like a dog cable, right? Like a dog run. And I'm like, what the fuck? That's just really weird, right? And so I take pictures of his encampment and shit. And my uncle, obviously, he had called the cops. Well, the cops didn't go down the freeway. They went into the neighborhood from where my car was parked. And so I'm headed back, you know, towards my car because I'm like, he's over there, you know, pointing at, you know, to where the cops were. They wouldn't give me his name. They wouldn't tell me if he was a sex offender. They wouldn't tell me shit. And I'm like, all right, fine. You want to play that game? And I went and pulled the police report from that day. That's when I got his name. That's when I typed it into Facebook, and that's when I found out he was on Washington's Most Wanted, and he is a sex offender. And I'm like, are you fucking serious? And so I called the police back, and they're like, no, he's not on Washington. No, that's not the same guy. I'm like, dude, he's got a scorpion tattooed to his face, you liar. And they're like, no, our information is much more credible. And I'm like, more credible than David Rose on Q13? Because you're full of shit. And so I got in contact with his probation officer. She's like, oh, he's very much a sex offender. Now, I had recorded that call with the police, and I had sent it to the chief of police, and I was like, look, you guys are full of shit. Why are you guys telling me that? All of a sudden, he was a sex offender. All of a sudden, they don't know what was going on with their programming. It's like, are you fucking serious right now? Are you serious? So then I'm talking to my girls, and they weren't even, around when all this went down. And so what she said to me, and I quote, she said, what I don't like is how he watches me in my window at night. That's what she told me. And I'm like, wow, seriously? That's when I went out and bought a gun. That's why I carry a gun. And I'm like, wondering why the girls stopped sleeping in their room and they started sleeping in the living room, right? Wondering why they're sleeping on the kitchen floor. I'm like, what the fuck? Now I know, there's some fucking freak in their window at night. Like, who does that, right? Fucking creeper. That's a good way to get killed. That really is. Because that's just fucked up. Help you? Help you with what? You broke. You're always broke, kid. What's new? Why don't you make some donuts or something? Make some nails. Run some gold tokens. Play more efficiently. Like, what the hell do you even spend money on? You're like, what, level 24? What could you possibly be broke with? I keep trying to collect these damn tokens, and my dumbass keeps, clicking on them, like, hello, collect. There we go. That's what I was trying to do. What the fuck? I know that if you want to hack it, you download an app called Parallel Space, Game Guardian. If you go to Lowe's channel, he has, for Android, he has a bunch of videos that you can follow the tutorial through. Because I was able to get the majority of it done. It's just kind of a pain in the ass the way you have to type in all the codes. So I just ended up saying fuck it and logging into his because I got annoyed. But he does have some decent videos up. I don't blame you for just wanting to hack it. It's fucking stupid the way that they have it, set up. I mean, I get wanting to play legitimately when it comes to the money and the, just in general, but they've made it to where unless you pay real money, it's hard to get anywhere anyway, right? And so, not only that, they're giving us such shit content. They're not making it very enjoyable for the consumer, I can tell you that. I mean, I'm like this close to being done with this game. You have no idea. Has me pretty pissed. And I think a lot of people honestly feel that way about it. A lot of people, I think, cling to the hope that maybe it'll get a little better. I've thought about kind of working on maybe finding some better city builders, see if there's anything better there's got to be something better than what the hell they have provided us with, because this is fucking ridiculous. It really is. It's gotten to the point of ridiculous. I know City Skylines has a lot of I bet you are. I've got two people that have been with me a really long... If I was ever to throw in the towel, I have two people that want my presidency. I'm not throwing it in yet, so calm down. But it may happen if they keep this shit up. I might just say fuck it all together and just go blast people up on Rome. But for now, I'm still going to try to design some halfway decent shit on the regionals, and then maybe after that we'll see what happens. Game of Thrones. That's a TV series. What, did they make a game out of it? What the hell? I want to collect my tokens. I hate that. They should allow us to collect our fucking tokens. It's so stupid. I mean, if they're going to allow us to have more than that, then they should allow us to collect more than that. How long have I been streaming for? Because I know... Oh, wait. No, I bought that SD card. That's right. Okay. Ha! You guys are fucking hilarious. Listen to all them. Don't go, Missy. Stay, Missy. Give me your spot, Missy. Fuck you guys. Jeez. And if you guys think that you guys come before CPT, you're all out your mind. You're crazy as hell. You think I wouldn't give it to CPT over you, Shang? Ha ha, you crazy. Let's see. I'm not leaving. Fuck you. Now you made me want to stay. Piss me off. Bastards. What's wrong with making your own damn club? Why you want my club? You? Why don't you make a club? I've always told you to make one. Make a group too. Run the Missy overflow. The people that get pissed that Missy boots them and they come to you. Who's this crazy lady? What? You hear her screaming? Okie dokie. Oh shit, we made those seeds for that assignment, didn't we? Yeah, there you go. I need a block ban button. We'll call it no Shangs. How did I end up... Did I collect those seeds without doing that assignment? Is that what I did? Why didn't you say something? Damn it. Dude, this girl's out here just screaming. You, sir, are a pain in my ass, is what you are. She must be having a bad day. She's got her... The fuck? Oh, I got a camera, you guys, in the mail. So, what the fuck? Whoops, wrong button. I think you, sir, are mistaken. You little jerk. Don't get me on here calling kids names now. I'll be the mean bully streamer that calls little kids names and says bad words. Hey, at least you know when I'm nice to you, it's genuine. You know? It's not fake. Let's see. Hang on just a second. Okay. Oh, shut up. Detective? Yeah, I mean, I could tell you some crazy shit. But I'm not gonna. Might put my life on the line here. Yeah, there's some fucking weird shit going on in Washington. Let me tell you that right now. Where the fuck's the sugar? Alright, we're gonna start the... Okay, I need 12 glue and 24 cement. That's a start. Dude, you give me a headache. A permanent one, right in the back of my head is what you do. I don't understand what I did to deserve your company. You're like, I'm going to follow Missy everywhere. I don't care if she likes me or not. I'm going to follow her everywhere. Just when I think you're gone, you're like, I'm never gone. Kind of remind me about that What About Bob guy. Oh, okay. I'll remember the personal problem one. Missy, I'm broke. Missy, help me. Missy, let me in. Little bastard. You see him on here crying all the time to me. Missy, save me. And then I say, I need cement. And he's like, that's a personal problem? Jesus Christ, you fall into the same category as everybody else. And a little jerk. I was going to say something else, but I'm not going to. I need sugar. What the fuck? I keep going back looking at it like, dude. Okay, what were we supposed to be doing other than this? It was something else. Oh! Listen to him. Oh my god. You're fucking... That sounds like a personal problem, dude. I'm serious. You got nerve. The fuck do you need now? Money? You know, there's a little thing called work. This lady's out here rolling around in a blanket on the sidewalk. What the fuck? Oh, lovely. We have somebody yelling at themselves now. I don't know if you can hear her, but she's completely lost her marbles. Trying not to make eye contact. So I know she'll be like, do you have a cigarette? And then when you say no, it's, fuck you, you rich bitch. It's like, excuse me? The fuck? Okay, we got that, so let's go to the Frosty map. I'll just keep an eye out for sugar, hopefully before that damn token runs out. Okay, let's see. So I'm not really worried about the mountainside right now. I started to put water here, but I don't know if I'm even gonna... I don't know yet. Shut up, dumbass. You guys are gonna hear me kick somebody's ass here in a second. Okay, alright, hold on. Who the fuck is she yelling at? You gonna portal me? She's over here telling me she's gonna portal me. What the fuck? Please, to a better place would be nice. Okay, what am I doing? This bitch is crazy. She's being watched by a dude in a white SUV, though. Kind of weird. I mean, I know why I'm parked here. Why the fuck is he? Alright, thank you very much. Hang on a minute. Why is this guy following this girl? Kind of interesting, huh? So this girl comes up, she's walking down the sidewalk, and she's got like 6 bags with her, a blanket wrapped around her. She's been sitting in front of my truck for the last 10 minutes, kind of talking crazy and fucking doing weird shit, right? And this white SUV pulls in like 4 spaces down from me. And he's just been kind of parked there, so I thought, well, you know, that he just thought she was kind of crazy or whatever. So he looks over at me and he does that crazy sign, you know, like with his finger around his head. And I'm like, yep, she's a Looney Tune, you know. And then fucking she walks off, and the moment that she gets out of sight, he follows her. Alrighty then. Welcome to home sweet fucking home, right? You know, you ever think of running some gold tokens? I'm serious. Like, what is the issue, man? Like, why are you always broke? What are you spending money on? I gotta know. If you're not doing epics, and you're not really buying stuff, what are you spending your money on? Are you doing road upgrades? Like, what is the dealio here? Because I'm not even broke on cities that I don't play that much. I mean, I have a city that I just give stuff away for free to the group, a community depot, and it's never even broke. Give me a second here. Do you know her? You don't know her? What do you mean? You picked her up at Value Village? This guy's a fucking freak, dude. I might have to end this, you guys. Hold on. She's probably freaked out because you're a fucking weirdo, dude. Honk your horn again at me, you fucking bitch. Jesus Christ. You guys are going to see me flip the fuck out. I need a GoPro. This lady got me pissed off now. No, I'm not a detective. I just, you know, when you're a girl, you got to look out for people. You know what I'm saying? And that ain't right. I'm telling you, something ain't fucking right. This dude don't even know this girl. He picks her up at the Value Village. She freaks out, and he spends the rest of the time following her around town. Tattoos all up and over his face and shit. Now I'm over here, and now so he goes up the road and he parks, and she's over here fucking acting completely crazy. Hang on a second. Hey! You got a fucking dude following you around. Huh? Fucking dumbass, dude. Yeah, she needs a mental hospital is what she fucking needs. Oh my god, dude. Perfecto. You guys, I gotta end this. I'm sorry. This dude fucking pulls over on the side of the road and puts a fucking black mask over his fucking face. Thinks I don't see his ass, and now he's walking up the road towards her. Like, dude, how much more shady can you fucking be, man? Why would you get out of your running, driving car and mask up all blacked out and fucking walk up to somebody you don't know? Yeah. All right. So I'll be back when I'm done dealing with this because that's some fucking sick shit there.